Atonement. As of late, when I feel like I've done something that I can't take back, I feel bad about it, or it sits on my chest, or even if there's a heavy feeling or a transitional period, or just something is off and it's weighing on me, and I haven't yet made sense of the feeling. I fast. The biggest fast I had was, I guess, 6 months ago now, where I did something that I couldn't take back, and I deemed myself as extremely loyal. I didn't feel bad, but I knew something had to be done to transition me to the next step so that I could be free. There came atonement. Yesterday, I made a video and I misspoke about taking light or making light of something in what I would deem as a disrespectful way, to the point where it sat on me, and no amount of apology could take the feeling off of me. So I decided to atone for it. And the best way I can atone is through fasting, meditating on it. I've come to the next sunlight now, and it is the time of Ramadan. And my echoing in my head during the evening of my fast, it said, and I don't know if this was my thoughts or the holy guardian angel who I felt I was offending, which could be higher self, which I could be offending my higher self, if that. And I hear the whisper in my mind's ear, sundown, break the fast at sundown. And I didn't want to. Now, I say it's the time of Ramadan because you can eat before sunrise and you can eat after sundown. But I wanted to wait till the next morning when I present my next offering, and I don't call it an offering even though it is. I just wanted to give back, or give to. I don't know, either way. So, I didn't know what this video was going to be, but as I sit here doing my morning coffee ritual, atonement came to mind. I ask for the way to be shown through another little mini ritual that a tarot reader gave me. I'll get all their names one day. But Yeah. When I did my first big fast, it was 21 days. And the desire to eat was gone. And that's a big difference from wanting to eat. But my desire had left. And for 21 days, I drank tea. I tried to invest in some good teas, and I stayed inside mostly. I am a bit of a hermit, so staying inside is really no big deal for me. And, yeah, teas and coffee and teas. So that's my message for if you feel something is off, if you've wronged yourself, spirit, because that's that's truly who it comes down to. If it's sitting within you that something is off energetically, that you have to make right, because it's not really about anybody else. It's about you and your walk with God. It's at the end of the day, it's going to be just that. And maybe there are things that I should definitely be atoning for that are sitting with me that I haven't addressed. That part about Ramadan. So when I kept on hearing, after sundown you'll be fine, it made me think of temptation. That will come about a lot when you're atoning and changing in general. I changed my life many years ago to be vegetarian, and I was always being offered meat. And during my fast, I didn't want to speak about it. It was, okay, chickens, okay. It's a personal thing when you're fasting and atoning. It's it's a walk between you and the divine self, the Holy Spirit. And, boy, these chickens, man, interrupting my flow. And, it's something I don't choose to share. And living in a household with others during this long fast, I kept on being offered things, and I would say no thank you. And, after days and days it became noticeable, and then maybe after a week I had to share. As, why are you not eating? And, I'm fasting. And then it becomes a conversational topic. It sort of sullies or muddies the waters of your independent conversation with spirit. That's what happened with me. And once it was known, the spirits start to work through other people, the agents, the smiths, I call them, and they start offering things that you must deny. It's like, It's like Jesus in the desert, fasting for 40 days, being offered the world from the dark one. And I always thought that was an interesting thing. How could Jesus be tempted, being the most divine person? But I suppose a person in the flesh is a person in the flesh. And it puts different spins on that story when, the walking God can be tempted. I don't mean to sound irreverent, but it puts a different perspective. Anywho, the temptation kept on seeping into my mind to just consume after sundown. And I was hungry, but I continued with my teas and carried on. So, yeah, watch out for temptation. In those areas when temptation does arise, it makes it very clear to see who is who and what is what. And if indeed that was temptation seeping into my mind, how was it allowed to seep in? Yeah, so I guess there's that. That's enough food for thought, no pun intended. Adios.